What is up, everybody? We are back. Philly, PA, what you gonna say? A little Philly, dilly for here. And we got a banger of a show. As always, lined up for you, of course, Road to 603 Mania. And we're well up that thing a few short weeks from the Royal Rumble. Of course, a lot of announcements of who's in there. We got a match today, another qualifier, Fatal 4. The 3 losers will not be in that Rumble. We talk title matches galore. We are in Philly, so you better believe our guy Phineas and Herb is going to be having a BMI Open Challenge in our main event, a little hometown cooking for you. As is often the case, we got more title matches because you know we got to have Big Daddy Yunk the Tank come out, defend that hardcore title, and he's going to be starting the show with an open challenge of his own. Dynasty who steps up on this one. You know, Yunk kind of line him up, knock him back here in TSW, continues to dominate the field, but the losses on that record now, will they begin to snowball? Of course, lost to Finn, lost to Animal, though it was a cash and Animal not here tonight, I do believe, get a little R&R before that big Rumble match in just a few weeks, maybe in a little tag action next week coming up to you, but time, ladies and gentlemen, to see who will, oh boy. Right now, dude, we haven't even started the show. All right, set it on backstage, guys. We go parking lot. Oh, and how about this? And it's one big SOB, Savart, taking it to one half of the World Tag Team Champions big time here in the parking lot right outside the arena. And then we did wonder what was next for the Brotherhood. And I fear we might have just found the answer, ladies and gentlemen. Big time looking great here, of course, in his at the arena gear. Oh God, big one-hand choke slam. And coming in hot in this brawl. Of course, one of the biggest, baddest giants here in TSW, Trash Can, decided against it. A little Team 3D on our mind this week, on me and on Big Time. We at least got one thing that we can agree on. It's a great team, fantastic. We were talking about a pre-show that the Brotherhood kind of the Team 3D of TSW, but this is a big matchup, and we got Sir and Shrades in the house as well. All right, they are here. All right, guys, let's make this official. I don't think these two men are going to be fitting as a fiddle for a tag match tonight, but how about this? Shrades versus Sir. If Shrades picks up the win, we have a new tag team contendership. Oh, vintage Big Time, so good at these reversals. Really a student of the game. You see the clap in the ears, ruining the equilibrium. And Big Time, of course, former BMI champion, Civ, yet to hold gold here in TSW, but could this title be the first he gets his hands on? And he has been oh so close on a number of occasions. Both the BMI and the hardcore Civ has just been a stone's throw from capturing. Sir looking, Savart looking to drag Big Time across this parking lot here. Nice counter there. Oh, and able to overpower the Giant. Oh, and Big Time's got some weaponry. Oh, he got a damn sledgehammer. Oh, what a throw! What a throw! And a Philly special fastball right off the face. Oh, and a shoulder tackle. And Civ very rarely finds himself manhandled in any way, shape, or fashion. And Big Time doing a great job right now. I tell you what, Big Time, almost directly lining up with the new entrance team, has transformed into a complete badass. I mean, he's always been a badass out here, but I mean, my God, has he put on some stellar performances, used some stellar movesets. But how about that, the big head kick by Savart. Gonna throw him across ringside. Oh God. Oh no. And we know this corner oh so well in these parking lot brawls. We see those chairs there with the sheet of glass. Oh my God. Oh! Oh, that would have been crazy! Oh, thank God for Big Time's health here. That Savart unable to connect that. Locked in on this brawl during the mid-roll. We catch up on chat as chat looks electric here today. With a hot start to the show, no match to start this show. They're brawling outside. If you're just tuning in, we will have Sir versus Shrades later tonight. If Shrades pulls off that upset, they'll be tag contenders at the Rumble. Oh, and the two-hand choke slam. And if a tree falls in the parking lot, will anyone hear it? Oh, and big time. Big counter on big time to one big SOB. Oh, and a big slam. And of course, a classic knockout situation. Where is Civ going with big time? Oh, God. Oh, the hood of the car. Hope you have big time collision insurance. Big time with Civ. Oh, God, thrown into the front of that SUV. Oh, and a belly-to-belly on the sidewalk. Chat, there's a chat. We're going to find a chat Boxie in the goddamn house. A chat? I've never heard of it. You can, wait, this is live as well? I didn't know.
Stream on Twitch is JG603.
Thank you, Mick. Appreciate it, sir. Always holding down the fort. A chaotic start to this week's show. As we've got a brawl in the parking lot. Oh my God. On the sidewalk! Oh, and the diamond clash! And big time busted open, blood pouring from the forehead, and Civ right back to his feet. He is one big SOB, and he is a monster among men here in TSW. Oh my God, just dragging the champion around. Oh, I got a bad feeling. Oh, big time with a big counter. Oh, and a nice drop kick. Okay, let's see. Grab the plastic recycling bin. Not sure that's the best weapon. Oh. And the three biggest letters. B, T, C. Big time. Knocks Civ out cold here in this parking lot brawl. And what a chaotic start to this bad boy. And I'm a little annoyed he didn't go through that glass. That'd have been really fucking cool. But what a brawl to start off this show, and we'll see the other half of this team battle later this evening. Big matchup between Shrades and Sir. And we'll see if these two can show up at ringside as backup. I'm not so convinced they'll be in top order. With Shrades in the house. What up, Shrades, baby? Going tag team champs. Keep dodging the cup-doodle dudes. Well, Swanee, we'll see how things shake out as we get closer to Mania. Of course, a lot of wrestlers fighting for their spots at the showcase of the Immortals. And we do hear rumblings, bumblings. By the way, one more time, the BTC for the KO, baby. Bang! Vintage big time. Let's get a little mid-roll in the background here. But rumor has it, Swanee, you're back like a bad habit. 2 weeks' time. In the Royal Rumble. Oh, I like that. I like that. Just gotta put my drink down and lace them up. Or you pound the drink quicker and you lace them up anyways. It was work. Cooking and corn? Yeah, you're horny. Okay. The Voyeurs? I mean, I'm just saying, still on the table. If you know, you know. Dr. JD, step up, brother. That's a fact. So you took time in my day from pulling Dixon cards. Classic. You know how Dargan does it, baby. By the way, how we doing, Dragon? Oh, fair question. A channel OG who seems to IRL has jumped away from the channel in the past few years. That is actually a fair comment and response, LB. I don't do either of those until later in the day. So got him. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, where is it? Love it. Yeah, if only Legend could inform us. For a second, I wasn't picking up where he put down. Let's do one more run through the pre-roll, because I got to catch up on chat a little bit. Thanks, Vic. Bloop PG. Oh, if you know, you know. Bloop is so much fun. Bloop, bloop. Smash Bloop today with 4 million. God damn, you legend. One down, one to go, baby. See how things shake out. And OBJ, and of course, AG. Oh, we're doing so good, Boxie. I don't know if you heard the news, saw the news, but we have closed on a house pending inspection. Exciting times, exciting times. And of course, as everything goes well, the lender. So Very excited. Oh, we got Animo, reigning, defending, and first ever two-time heavyweight champion. Don't say they need a lawyer. Dargan's lawyer in the goddamn house. Who? Is the word services not allowed? I didn't know that was modded. Probably JG. Possible. We'll see how tonight goes. Yeah, LB. I think that's an inherent issue. Absolutely. But someone's gonna wrestle. Someone's gonna go out there and do the thing. All right, let's get going on the match that was set to start the show. Yunk Open Challenge Hardcore Championship. I believe we're up to 55-2, 54-2, 55-2, 55-2 sounds right. Maybe it's 4, 4, 5, 6, 7. One of the two. See who steps up here tonight. Big Daddy Yunk, the tank. Let's get it. Oh, this is a fun little surprise. A man Yunk has never faced, one of few. How about this? Jaguars owner and legend in Simchai's. The masked man who has taken not only JG but also LBJ to their limit for the Cruiserweight Championship. But can he possibly punch up in weight class? Quite literally. And could he be the third man in history to take down the tank? I'm not so sure about that. But crazier things have happened in TSW. Let's get it. And as it song says, greatest, no arguing or debating. I think a true shoo-in for Wrestler of the Year as we currently stand, of course, pending these next 2 months here in TSW. Yunk, dominant, would go 52-0 before falling to Phineas and Herb. Of course, Yunk being the first man to hold 2 singles championships simultaneously with the BMI and the Hardcore Championship. And of course, briefly held the heavyweight title. Yunk with easily the greatest year we've ever seen in our short history here in TSW. Ooh, I missed some shenanigans there. I've got something you can service. Kinky. I think you're up next. Should have started 3 weeks ago, I guess. Oh, I love it. Yeah, Boxie. I know. I don't know where you're at, but I think that yeah, we definitely have a couple floating around right now. I know I'd put in a light request. Of course, no rush on that. I know there's one that we've been working on in the background involving someone else laying down some lyrics that I know, as always, is a toss-up. And here is the tank. Is there a WWE live event tonight? Yeah, best live event is right here, right now, TSW, ladies and gentlemen. But there is nothing live in terms of like a SmackDown Raw. I'm sure there's like a local house show going on currently for WWE or NXT or something of the sorts, but no, I don't believe so. Is Thursday Night Impact? And here we go, let's get it on, come on! And this could be an interesting matchup because Yunk has had some issues in the past with the smaller competitors, as have many of the BMI competitors. Frosty springboard. Oh, nobody home. Not a great start. And we'll see what the masked man can do against the tank here tonight. Of course, Yunk will be part of a blockbuster triple threat at the Royal Rumble. We're talking Yunk, we're talking LBJ, we're talking Animal. Could we see the second ever two-time heavyweight champion? Of course, Yunk and LBJ, with a win over Animal, would join the history books there, but Animal, I have it on decent authority, ain't ready to give up on that title quite yet. He wants to march into 603 Mania as your reigning, defending heavyweight champion. Of course, Animal, 1-0 at 603 Mania. He is undefeated currently. Of course, a win over Savart at last year's showcase. Oh, no. Yeah, that's right. Sorry. I second guessed for a second because I went Joker versus Finn, but that was different. That was one animal and Sid was BMI, the other was for the heavyweight. We remember some things. Let me ask you, the emoji took away for one reason or another, $2 million belt named feud. Oh, yeah. Just drove Frosty through the barricade. Big chop. We might be battling through the crowd here in Philly, ladies and gentlemen. They have been going through the crowd a fuck ton recently, and I'm such a big fan. But yeah, no, LB, that's definitely, that's life, baby. That's life. People be drifting. Frosty, I think, wants to get out of Dodge. Forget the, oh my God. Oh, I don't think we've ever seen this corner. Couple tables back. Oh, and Yunk walking away. No, Yunk! Damn you! Damn you! That would have been lit. And Frost looking for a little bulldog actiones. Oh, and Yunk right back to his feet, though. Punches himself in the head to hype himself back up. And around the world back again, twice down. Big move there by Frosty. Norton antivirus expired. Oh, now is not the time to have that logo pop up. I don't know how to close that. I guess it's just on my screen the rest of the show now. Yo, we got my man Phineas and Herb in the goddamn house. Ready to kill a few people at work today. It'd be like that. It'd be like that. I think the first month and the last month of a year is always absolute chaos, no matter what anyone's working in. 3 weeks and I'll be at Monday Night Raw, but I'm taking 2 weeks. Nice. Anyone? Obviously, it's too far out for anyone to be advertised. Never knows. When's know the bang? If you know, you know. I've heard rumors said about. Oh, I'm curious. I feel like I need a DM and or text ASAP. You have piqued my interest. Could I ask you a favor? Please make a little note to DM me in regards to which songs you. Okay. Oh yes, absolutely. I know some of it was just lightly in passing here and there, so like, and I know you're busy as hell, especially with another move. Oh, and another bulldog. This time countered though. Yunk able to throw him off. Oh, and just bouncing off the big boy. And there's a big opportunity for Frosty to make a name for himself, much like LPC did in a very similar situation. I tell you, if Frosty can really impress here, he could possibly see himself in that Royal Rumble matchup. Push the button. Yo, my man Trio in the goddamn house. What up, legend? Oh, and what a counter super kick. And Yunk out on his feet. Oh, and a counter back, though. And Yunk doing a good job of keeping up with the fast-paced offense of the cruiserweight, the luchador here in Frosty. Taunting on the apron, Yunk. Feeling it here tonight. Well, to be fair, he's kind of feeling it every night. Oh my God, over the top. And if this was the Rumble, we'd have an elimination, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, we are just 2 weeks away from the Royal Ramble, the Jamble, if you will. Steel chair swinging, countered, standing. Oh, nice standing Shurinari. 2. Bro, I didn't have that on my bingo card. I did not have that right on my bingo card. Punk Jokies for this year game is sick as hell, so pumped. Oh, I'm so pleased. I can think of one person who is not happy, though. Mech's not thrilled. He's not happy. I don't know the reason why. It's cryptic, but he ain't happy. Your mind wants to know more. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, it's nothing too crazy. Oh, bouncing off again. I want to cook more promos, Vibe. You let me know any goddamn time you get a promo for me, baby. I think we might hear from Clap next week prior to, of course, the big trios match at the Rumble. We do wonder what the trio for Wall Street is, but if I had to guess, it looking like it might be VibeCon and Craigie. We'll find out, though, as we get closer. Of course, AJ currently mixed tag, LeBron cruiserweight, LBJ's obviously wrapped up come pay-per-view. Tony and Huggies, of course, will have their mixed tag rematch. 2, kick out. And a ladder involved here. Yunk maybe showing off to the smaller competitor. Hey, I could hit a ladder match. I could do it. Yunk is undefeated 1-0 in ladder matches. The numbers don't lie. And they spell disaster for Samoa Joe with sacrifice. That's not right. Roll up, kick out at 1 though. And Frosty doing a good job of keeping up on the pace, keeping Yunk on his toes here. And you got to think stamina is a big point of contention in this match. Oh my God. Oh my God. No way. Frostbite. The frostbite. Oh my God. No. No. Oh, nearly a Philly special to start the show. Frosty steel chair in a hand, and he's going to try to pile on the offense. He's going to actually decide not to pile on anything. He's going to put the chair on the... Oh my God! Spinner! 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 I just broke him in half. Oh, what a kick out! All right. Now I want to see a dead body on that one. Young calling for the crusher. Oh, big German suplex. And now Young looking to flatten the cruiserweight contender. Big crossbody. Of course, speaking of cruiserweights, LeBron will take on Claw in short order. We'll see how that shakes out. Of course, Boxie and Claw did defeat LeBron, though. Boxie got the pin. So to me, he's kind of the contender at the moment. Young. Oh, glass too, but no, countered. Rolled out the way. Gonna just throw it at him instead like a goddamn tomahawk. Oh, we got G Nice put those ones up. Dude, fight forever, anytime. Absolutely anytime. These guys are going at it right now. The contrast between Young's big heavyweight style and the smaller competitor and Frosty certainly leading to a fun clash here. Oh, God, and Young spots it open. Oh. Frosty, pair of clotheslines. I'm going to maybe trip him up here. Ooh, landing on the chair. Selling that back. Oh, bang! Oh my God, cartwheel elbow hits. Holy shit. Talk about a rocket strap to the back. Frosty with the upset toe. No. Looking like shades of 1, 2, 3 Kid and Razor Ramon right now. Looking to shock the world. Frost certainly with some great matches in the past with many a competitor, myself, LB, among so many others. But going toe-to-toe with the Tank is a whole different story. Oh, steel chair. Oh, and a big meat hook. But bro, that is fair. A dastardly sneak attack by the good guys, rare as it may be, but you know, Claw and Boxie sick of being put behind the 8 ball, especially Boxie. Boxie has had quite a tough couple of years in terms of him, his friends, his family being attacked in dastardly fashion. Oh, oh my God, Young! Oh, and an alley-oop scoop! What a move by Young! Just manhandling Frosty. And now Kendo stick in toe, and things could get ugly here for the masked man. Oh! Oh, Lord. DDT. Frosty now steel chair. Swing away, Young Frost. Gonna prop up the chair in the corner for a second time. See if that gets used this time. Big counter. Young. Oh, and sky high. The sit out spine to the pine. And ladies and gentlemen, that looks to be a 1, a 2. Okay. Okay. The masked man showing some gumption, some fortitude here. Oh, super kick. And Young looked like he was looking to climb the top rope. Maybe got caught by the hip up of Frosty. I've never seen that happen. Oh my God, look at that combo. Just meat hooks flying. Frosty. Oh, and that's the bad arm of Young. Remember, he had that K-tape on that shoulder for many a weeks. Oh, the deep arm drag. Holy shit. Oh, a 630 senton! And Frosty! Has he done it? 2, And Yunk, of course, no quitting this man, 55-2. Oh, spear countered. Oh my God, what a move by Frosty. He's all over this ring. And if you're LeBron, maybe even Boxie, you're a little worried about what you're seeing. Oh my God, steel. Oh, he just got flattened. Hit a kick out. Frosty in a puddle of blood. And we often talk about star-making performances, and what a showing by young Frosty here. Oh, but it might be all for nothing. The big ending from Big Yunk. Slow count. 2, 3. What a showing by Frosty here. Impressing the crowd, the locker room, the TSW faithful. And I tell you what, Yunk nearly taking the loss there. The high-flying offensive problem. Of course, LBJ, a former cruiserweight legend, could cause similar issues come the Rumble against two larger competitors in both Animal and Yunk. Frosty with some incredible flashes of greatness throughout this match. But time and time again, a couple kind of rookie mistakes for a guy who hasn't necessarily seen a lot of ring time. Certainly not nearly 60 matches quite like Yunk. And a couple minor mistakes at the wrong place, wrong time. But impressive performance. Oh, and the broken kendo stick doing a little dancey dance. Look at it go. I assume this is a CFM conversation between LeBron and Dargan, because I feel like I missed something and I just couldn't pick up what they were putting down. Couldn't do it. And I tell you what, I'm not quite sure that is enough for Frosty to get a full-on shot at that Rumble. Maybe, just maybe, gets qualified next week. But I tell you what, whoever might be the Cruiserweight champion after the Rumble, where the Rumble is rumored to be taking place in California, Frosty, Bay Area, watch out, because the Masked Man is coming for you. My God, look at the blood down the, all over the chest. Holy shit. And Yunk looks like a goddamn killer, ladies and gentlemen. A goddamn killer. GT went down with a career-ending injury in a CFM? Oh, torn lumbar? How's that even possible? How do you tear a lumbar? That's crazy. And great showing by Yunk here tonight, ladies. Oh, and LB. LB out on stage, talking some mess. Yunk wants him now. LB don't, though. LB says, I'll see you at the Rumble, Big Daddy-O. Said, I'll see you at the Rumble, Big Daddy-O. And of course, it will be a triple threat. It's going to be Yunk versus LBJ versus Animal at the Rumble. But next week, we got to get ready for that matchup, which is why, for the first time ever, Animal and Yunk, the Bash Bros, are going to team up against LBJ and a partner of his choosing. I can't wait to see how that shakes out at the Rumble. Triple threat. Will Animal retain Walk to Mania as your two-time champion, or will LBJ or Yunk walk to Mania as your second ever two-time champion in TSW history? But when we talk about the Rumble, we got to figure out who's in the match. Of course we do. You know, some will be a surprise, but some we're going to find out right here tonight. Fatal four-way. The three losers will not be in the Rumble, will not have a second chance to qualify for the Rumble. The winner, you're in that glorious 30-man field with a chance to main event the showcase of the Immortals. Let's find out who these four competitors are. Let's get it on. Come on, I'm on the bathroom. I'll be right back. Don't touch that dial. Don't touch that dial, yeah. Be right back. Wait, hold on. Let's get the first entrant. Ooh, in a bit of a stud in multi-man matches. Of course, you go back to the mixed tag qualifier a couple weeks back. It's Stonicus, baby. Bang. We'll be right back. Elimination, Falls Canada. Let's get it.
From Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 295 pounds, the Viking
Oh, El Idolo.
And his opponents, first, representing the Enforcers from Venice Beach, California, weighing in at 205 pounds, the Bad Guy.
And it's certainly been a bit of a quiet year for Chico, of course. Last year, Chico, two-time tag champion, trios champion, of course, alongside Chris and Swain himself. But this year, since joining the Dog Pound, certainly a step back in the success category. He's had some great matchups for the mixed tag, regular tag, trios, hardcore, cruiserweight, even tried to beat Young. This man has done it all, except for get a meaningful win when it matters the most. Chico, what you got here tonight? We're about to find out as the powerhouse of the cruiserweight division looks to qualify for the Royal Rumble. Stone. It's so good, LBJ. I hope they add some kind of like AI ability to say actual names. They really got to. Let me know, CQ Fatal 4. Oh, so good, Animal. So good. Tyler Warren is going to be your running back? Oh, that's gross. Oh, I don't know what's up with his overlay.
From California, weighing in at 250 pounds,
And say his name and he appears. Swain in the house, Chico's former trios championship partner. Possibly your next man in this Rumble. And we have 3 former champions right now. 2 of those will not be in the Rumble match. This is a loaded qualifier. Of course, Swain, former trios, Chico, trios 2-time tag, Stoney, former mixed tag. Whoever's going to be this 4th man, they got a hell of a field they're up against because this group is huge. Woo. Oh, Jalen Warren. Okay. I don't know why I saw Warren and was like, oh, it's Tyler. All right, who is the 4th man? Oh, I like this. Rebel Heart.
and from Buffalo, New York, weighing in at 235 pounds,
And the only man of this qualifying group yet to win a title in TSW, but man, has he put on some of the greatest performances in multi-man matches. You think about not once, but twice, nearly taking the Elimination Chamber, one of those for the Hardcore Championship. Can Yimmy enter a Rumble, which he has some history with? Much like Casio in the past, Yimmy, kind of a specialist in the multi-man Rumble stipulation. So, let's find out. 4 men, 1 winner, 3, no chance at the Rumble. It's just a loaded roster right now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it on. Come on. Let's get it, baby. So, Fatal 4-Way Falls Count Anywhere, elimination style. So you're going to see no help between any of these competitors. Chico going against Yimmy right out the gate. Swain bows it out with Stonicus. We talk about all the former champions that will be in this Rumble. Of course, the most star-studded Rumble in history. Kind of by default, we have a second year of the organization. Of course, there's going to be more former champions, but there's going to be more current champions as well. Tighter Rumble card this year to make sure that titular match gets all the star power it deserves. And if this is a Rumble, Stoney's got an elimination here, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, we'll have a bit of a preview of the Rumble next week. Main event, 8-man battle royale between 8 competitors who will be in that Rumble match. A little bit of bragging rights, a little bit of momentum on the line. Interested to see who steps out in that main event next week. Just signed Jerome Ford to try and save my season? Oh, you poor bastard. That's brutal. And you like just missed the deadline for trades too, huh? That's crazy. It'd be one thing if you lost a running back that was mediocre, but to lose that good of a running back, that's unfortunate. That's not good. Because I assume he's probably X Factor, no? Probably like 99 overall. Went down in week 11. Oh, God. By the way, did we finish the trade deadline up in Simchais? because I'll probably have like an hour after TSW wraps. Okay, I did think so. By the way, we got my man. Oh, no. Give me goddamn house. What up, Rob, baby? Of course, already confirmed for this year's Rumble. Oh, Stoney takes out Chico and Swain. One table, two faces. Love to see it. And how ironic is it the Bills fans getting hit with a table? Well, Raiders. Although I feel like Raiders are like the spiritual successor of the Bills fans, aren't they? I guess the predecessor, truly, in some ways. But of course, Raw will be confirmed as in that Rumble. Will we see the first ever two-time Rumble winner? It's possible. Absolutely. Rolling shotgun dropkick by Chico. So athletic, of course, powerhouse, the cruiserweight division, only cruiserweight in this matchup. Yimmy, Swain, heavyweight. Of course, Stoney is a BMI competitor. I'll check with folks. Sounds good. Let me know. Two big kick out. So who will join this field of Rumble competitors? And by the way, speaking of Raw, we can confirm he will be one of the 8 competitors in next week's Battle Royale main event for some momentum. And he needs it. Of course, coming off some tough losses as of late over the Tag Team Championships, losing to Big Time and Sir, the Brotherhood. Of course, Big Time starting to show up hot. Parking lot brawl with one big SOB, Savard. We got Shrades versus Sir later tonight. If Shrades gets the win, we got a tag team match set. Playa, holla, holla at the Royal Rumble. There is heavy rumors that regardless of that outcome, we could see the Brotherhood in the Rumble anyways. We're going to find out. We're going to find out.
CR0CK3R just resubs for 22 months. Congrats on becoming a homeowner, JG603 2 sweet army JG.
My man Z-Rock coming up, prime WCL2 sweet homeowner, baby, you got him right. Looking forward to getting some tag action finally. They might be the Brotherhood. We're like brothers. We're back together tonight as we take on Casio and Kopak. And I know there's probably some ring rust going on here. You know, I get it. We're gonna start slow. Start low and slow like a crock pot. How about Swain going out with Yimmy here on the outside in the battle as the Bills fans? Oh, and Chico, big choke toss to Stoney right onto that table. 1, 2. Oh, kicked out by Stonicus, nearly the first elimination, and Chico showing frustration. Canals confirms, speaking of the dog pen, we know Mech and Raw are in that Rumble. Do Not will have an opportunity to qualify for that Rumble as well next week. Can the dog pound add some numbers to that equation? We're going to find out. Chico. Oh my God, Kendo to Yimmy. And a second time. He's that Pac-Man plunge. That beautiful butterfly cutter, and Swain in trouble too. No, able to kick out. Of course, Swain would be part of that absolute classic trios Hell in a Cell match at last year's Rumble. But what a shocking turn of events. The end game of that thing. Whew. Seen a man thrown off the roof. Yeah, nice warm stew. Maybe a stoop. Like a stew of a soup. Nice chop block there by Yimothy. Oh, and Chico. Going for that Chico bomb. Sit out power. Oh, Yimmy. Yimmy, big fist flying. Able to break 3. The work to break free. Chico thinking power. Bomb with authority. Oh, and Fisherman suplex. Swain's been using that a little bit more this year. Of course, last year more of a neck breaker aficionado, but oh man. And Charles Robinson slow to get to the count. Stoney able to kick out for a single pinfall was counted. Rear naked choke, shades of Gunther and Cena. Will Stonicus tap out, pass out here, but no, able to break free of the grips of Swain as Yimmy continues to battle out with Chico on the near side, or I guess the far side really of the ring. Springboard, clothesline, vintage Stonicus. And now a second time, Chico bomb. Yimmy can't break free this time, and that could be it. Stoney, diving headbutt. Cover, Chuck a little slow getting there too. No! Able to kick out. And Chuck's so slow getting in and out of the ring. He's got to do some parkour training or something. Nice back elbow here. Oh, and Chico going after Swain, and so much history between those two, between the Disciples and their time in the B-Cot faction together. Whip off the ropes, rebound, tilt-a-whirl, sidewalk slam. Love to see it. Springboard, missile drop kick by Yimmy, and Stoney's now in trouble. 2. No, stays alive. A shot at the Rumble hangs in the balance for these 4 competitors. Chico looking to powerbomb Yimmy another time. Now he's gonna spin around the alley-oop, face first. Bang! It's chair versus glass, and glass wins. Doubling down, 260 stream streak, 2 sweet. Love to see it, sir. Absolutely love to see it. Stoney gonna stack Swain up on his shoulders, looking for the quick pinfall, but I don't think that's gonna be quite enough too. That was a slow count, slow kick out. I disagree with that assessment here, Chuck. Looking for a flying shoulder tackle, not quite able to connect properly with Chico. Stoney back in the ring, kind of trucking through Chuck Robinson. And now it's gonna be Stoney and Yimmy battling it out here. Suplex on the arm, that's a nasty impact. We're gonna take away a lot of that power game of the big man. Ooh, and Kendo across the head, and a kick too. Oh, and if you're Yimmy, you gotta capitalize here. Kendo, Chico in trouble. Swain laid in. Of course, Swain, once upon a time in a faction with Raw, also floating in the air like a magician and or a wizard. Oh, nice snap. Back. Vintage offense. Like a Mr. Perfect from the days of yore. Kick out at 1. And of course, Swain originally in a faction with Raw. Chico currently following Raw, so quite a dynamic between the two there. And here we go. Could he eliminate his former Trios champion partner? And there it is, the perfect plex from Swain. Oh, and he's got him! And Swain eliminates the dog pounds Chico, his former Trios tag champion. Stoney, oh. Thought he maybe got a connection there, but not quite able to flip him up on his shoulders. Into a quick elimination for a second time. Is this the 1, 2? No, reversed. And now Stoney's in trouble. Swain, 2. No, and Stoney reverses again. 1, no. An extra mustache rides here. Oh, and Pac-Man, no, just a butterfly suplex, not the full cutter. 1, 2, Stoney kicks out. Swain, Kendo to the back of the head of Yimmy, oh my God. And Swain wants in this Rumble by hook or by crook. Yimmy down to the ring, Stoney at ringside, big elbow by Swain. Huge impact. Now Swain, the only man standing in this contest. Yimmy slowly dragging himself to his feet. Swain back in the ring, able to roll underneath the bottom rope. Oh, and Yimmy caught him! Yimmy's got him in calf crusher! Foot on the rope, but doesn't matter! There's no rope break, there's no DQ! And Swain! Oh, and Swain able to stick in long enough to stay alive. Now Pac-Man punch, the butterfly, brain buster. That's gotta be it. Stoney with a hell of an effort here tonight, too. Oh, no! And Stoney has taken like 7 finishes to the face, and he's looking good. It's just a new skincare routine. Oh, there it is! And he's got the pot of ice locked in. The silence, and he's made many man tap. Oh my God! And Swain, oh, chase off Stoney's head. And Swain broke up the submission. I think Yimmy was about to tap there. And Swain putting a stop to that. Could this come back to bite Swain? Top rope. Big splash to ringside. No, again kicks out. Oh my God, the hort of a champion, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. Down with a gut buster. And we might have seen a crucial mistake in breaking up that pin attempt. And we do.
Has been eliminated.
And TSW Karma coming in hot. And there's every opportunity that could have ended the same way. But right now, you gotta think, ooh, you shouldn't have broken up that submission, sir. And here we go. Stoney. Is Stoney about to run the... Is he about to go clean slate? Gallerhorn, pump handle, face first. Stoney with a cover. Does it? What a showing by Stonicus. Just trucks through him. No, Swain got Chico out. Swain got Chico out. Almost ran the whole clean slate here. And how about that, ladies and gentlemen? Yimmy gonna have to wait a little bit longer for that first title win, but Stonicus will be in the field of 30 in 2 weeks' time. Royal Rumble. LA? Maybe? We're gonna find out. And how about that Hort? Kick out after kick out. The Pac-Man plunge, brainbuster, the perfect plex, the roll-ups, the splash to ringside. The former mixed tag champion showing why girth has a little extra worth here in TSW. Hell of a showing. That's all sure. We got Rocky in the house with a Rocky baby. How about that? And what a showing. And you gotta wonder what could have been if Yimmy taps to the submission and then Swain's holding the chair when he taps, right? Taps out, stands up, eats the chair. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. But we can't deal with what ifs here in TSW. We can only deal with definites. And we definitely know that Stoney will be in the Rumble in 2 weeks' time.
The Viking Stone Ace.
An incredible effort, incredible showing for the former mixed tag champion as we have one less spot in that 30-man ramble, ladies and gentlemen. We'll reset at ringside, of course. We've got the official theme song of this year's Rumble. Shout out Jeremy Camp. Fantastic song. He doesn't know who I am, just to be clear. I thanked him. He doesn't know he's being involved right now. Let's get it, baby. Big show, 2 weeks away. No survivors except for that one behind the 30. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we talk about no survivors. There might just not be a man left standing after this one. As after a controversial tag match last week, we got LeBron versus the Clown. Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the fabulous Freebirds from the good old USA, weighing in at 202 pounds, the Claw!
And Claw, while yet to officially hold gold here in TSW, has certainly aligned himself with some true greats. Of course, DJ Boxie, among others. But talk about greats. Look no further than Wall Street. Yeah, the Intercontinental title. I don't know if we count that one. And talk about some titles we do count.
Representing the Bank from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 205 pounds, the Cruiserweight Champion, the Chosen One.
Multi-time Cruiserweight Champion, Trios Champion. If it wasn't, I'm not going to say if it wasn't for person X, Y, or Z. LeBron could very well be your rookie of the year, ladies and gentlemen. As he takes off his jacket and belt here, and oh, there's Boxie. And Claus says, let him at him. And Boxie with a sneak attack here on LeBron. And we talked about it. Boxie is sick and tired of being caught on the wrong side of the heads or tails when it comes to sneak attacks here in TSW. Now you gotta think, you know, perception is reality. I perceive Boxie's action relatively justified, but I think LeBron here, you gotta be a little bit miffed. You gotta be a little bit miffed. Back-to-back weeks, sneak attacks during entrances. Sometimes you reap what you sow, though, in TSW, ladies and gentlemen. So this is straight up brawl. No match to be had here. Claw happy to go back to the locker room and let his dear friend here in TSW, Boxie, take the reins against LeBron. But you gotta think too. Claw maybe wanted a shot to beat the Cruiserweight champion, get a match himself? Maybe? Possibly? But I get it. Tempers and emotions boiling over here. And Boxie didn't even put on his ring gear. He came out here dressed to the nines, ready to throw down. Oh, looking for the cave-in, but no good. Too well, not protecting me. That is fair. You know, I do know Vibe, of course. Hell of a brawl last week with Clap, and can't fault him too much for not being here. Oh, no good on the springboard. Chop block. We do expect a Wall Street showing later this evening as well. See how that shakes out as the DTs will take on, I believe, the team of Khan and Craigie. But I like to think Wall Street just believes in their Cruiserweight champion. Wall Street believes in two things. Themselves. That's it. Oh, big shot up on the top rope. Little dueling springboards, no good there. Over the top rope. Yo, what? I don't like to suck. I would say it's without a doubt that Wall Street has had the most successful faction year, and it's not even remotely close. And that's not hyperbole. It's not remotely close. The only faction that I would say had a shot at doing have similar success would have been the Dog Pound, and that is mainly off the back of Jen and Nuggies holding down the fort. They have been fantastic. Wall Street probably still isn't Santa. That's about 47 members. I disagree. It's like 7. It's not that many. It feels like more. It does feel like a lot. It's not that many. Wow, says Mech. Well, to be fair, phenomenal tag title run, but I would say that the Founding Fathers had probably the better tag year, which I think is fair. I think that's very fair. Finn with some single success as well. Oh, and what a move by Boxie! Springboards underside of the ropes. Yeah, it's because they you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. Yeah, it's tricky because, you know, most of the force of Wall Street's victories have been a handful of people. Technically speaking, Craigie and Khan have not done anything in Wall Street, technically speaking. Technically, they've done literally nothing. Technically. The box cutter hits. And Boxie looking to put LeBron to sleep here. And if this happens at the Rumble, we're looking at a new Cruiserweight champion. No, Croc, I think, is vital because he's the enforcer. He doesn't need titles. He just needs to beat ass. And that knee strike's gonna take him out. And how about that? 2 weeks at the Rumble. We're going to see Boxie versus LeBron. But you got to think those two might find their way into one another's peripherals next week as well. Absolutely. Absolutely. Technically, specifically, literally take your pick. Maybe all of it. Maybe all of it. Maybe a little bit of everything. A little bit of everything all the time. But anyways, after a truly hectic start to this show, a lot of ups, a lot of downs, a lot of downs, a lot of ups, we wrap back around to the way this show started. In that parking lot brawl, we can confirm we're going to see 7 Big Time at ringside here, though. They don't look like they're in the best of shape. They are managerial, in a managerial position here in this matchup, guys. It is time for a tag team contendership, but in singles competition, right? It's going to be Sir versus Shrade. Shrades wins. Tag title match at the Rumble. Sir wins? I think they might just have the week off. Well, in the tag division. Oh, let's see how things shake out, baby. Turn it up! Turn it up!
The Boxing contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the Brotherhood from New Jersey, weighing in at 260.
That's funny. I think this is.
One half of the World Tag Team Champions,
I think that's the same champ entrance that Big Time uses. Love that. Sir, it's real? You might be. That theme is so good, Boxy! I blast this one specifically. I know it's too loud, but I like it. So good. Here's former 2-time hardcore champion. Oh, and a hot crowd here tonight.
from wherever he wants.
Wherever he wants. Anywhere. And here he is, Shrades, underrated as they come, a 2-time hardcore champion. Look at all the people who have and have not held gold in TSW. People will be quick to forget that Shrades had one of the best runs in that hardcore division late last year throughout the winter months. Of course, briefly, TNA Tag Champion with one rowdy time before the merger of those two companies. But Shrades looking to win his first tag titles in TSW. And of course, most importantly, Civ looking at some gold as well. Civ with a sneak attack backstage against Big Time. Not top of his health, which is why he'll be manager for this singles match, but it's a big opportunity for both men. I do believe this is Sir's first singles match. Yeah, he looks pretty good. I mean, he's just kind of standing there and walking, but it's like outside of having tape or anything, yeah, it's looking all right. He's just kind of just wiggling around at wingside. Yeah, wingside. Wiggy where would you be ringside? Are we doing bets? Oh, we can always do bets. Absolutely. Are you asking me to put up bets? I can do that. Right out the gate, nice move there by Sir, able to slip the grapple attempt of one Shrades. Shrades, again, truly is underrated here in TSW. Has had some phenomenal matches, phenomenal runs in the past. Two minutes for bets. Yeah, Widdy Wingside, Widdy. Yeah, you Widdy. To guys are building shenanigans, they want to talk about Wall Street. We simply do our best and make profits. Exactly, profits, baby, profits. 10 misunderstood, like me helping him get the cash in and ultimately title, but I digress. LeBron, I always say that heels are the best when they are justified. And I think a lot of heels in TSW are very justified. Very justified. Yeah, mods can run predictions too, or some sorts just plastic. You have the power. Yeah, I'll always do bets if you guys want to bet on any match. Oh, and Savard throwing a kendo stick in the ring here, of course, not legal. This is a standard singles matchup. And Shrades and Sir with some catch-as-catch-can style grappling wrestling early on this matchup. Shrades just grabbing a hold and going for it. Sir, nice standing switch. The chain wrestling wearing down both men early in this contest. Not sure this is the most effective chain wrestling, mind you, but... What the fuck you let my man do to you? Yeah, right? That's crazy. And here we go, jackknife cover. Chuck, one, no, bridge, roll through, backslide. One, no. Love you, Emma. Little collar, elbow, tie up. Sir able to overpower Shrade. Sir certainly with his size, weight advantage in this matchup. Heavyweight competitor against a cruiserweight. Oh, and what do we got here? Off the ropes, rebound. Oh, and Big Time's gonna trip up Shrades, but Chuck saw it. And now Civ get involved. And Chuck, you're out of here. And both men ejected. And this is a straight singles match for two competitors who most of the time in TSW have had some backup. Oh, and the spinning Shrades, the lie detector. 1, 2, no one kicked out by Sir. And now the twist to Shrades. Oh, the kick out by the tag champ. And Shrades feeding off of that distraction. Sir taking off his game. Yeah, now Chuck wants to see shit. Oh, not quite getting all that flying clothesline. Maybe a lot of position there. Shrades too confident in his abilities. Sir, big forearm. Springboard, moonsault. Oh, and Shrades gets out the way. Whipped off the ropes, rebound, scoop, slam, inverted inside. Oh, and a big power slam. Shrades flexing on him. Flex Cabana, baby. Big boot. Sir taken to the corner. Shrades top rope. Oh, nice counter though by Sir. Oh, and Sir looking for it. Pop up. Boots up to the fence. 1, 2, no. I come up with a good name for that. I like that move though. Backbreaker. Shrades showing some deceiving power despite his cruiserweight frame. And a nice standing shooting star. Shrades calling Sir to his feet. I think both these men near the end of their wits in this matchup. Both men going counter for counter. Started to run, kind of gave up on it. I feel that. We've all been there. Woo! Big chop in the corner, much like Flair in the Rumble. You gotta drink for that one. You gotta. It's part of the rules. Sergen turns Shrades around. Oh, and that shoulder to the post. Bang! And Sir up over the top and a leg drop. Guillotine style. And Sir up to the top rope. And you see the sign in the crowd. Sir is real. That's a real big elbow. Oh, and Shrades the wherewithal to roll to ringside. Has been in action a lot this year, but remember last year, again, was a two-time hardcore champion. He was wrestling every single week defending that title. He certainly has plenty of experience in singles matches, multi-man matches. While Sir has certainly been contained a little bit more to Royale's tag contests. But Sir certainly showed some incredible flashes of action. Overhand right. Ooh, stiff forearm by Shrades. Shrades pulls her. Oh, and a second time. Twisted Shrades! Twisted Shrades! He's in the ropes! And he kicks out anyway. That right arm was 100% under those ropes, Chuck. Serpent, former heavyweight champ Raw last week. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. 2 kicked out again. Power slam, no good. I think Sir is one of many highly underrated wrestlers here in TSW. I think bright things are absolutely on the horizon here. Shrades getting to work here. Over the top, senton, no good though. Super kick. Oh, and Sir couldn't quite connect. Shrades maybe a little shorter than Sir expected. Yeah, boom! Trading blows. Super kick to the gut. Ooh, that's a kick. Dude, his feet are completely on. Okay, thank God he kicked. I would say, bro, his legs are completely under the ropes, Chuck. Like, not even a question. That's a rope break. Spinning Shrades, the lie detector, no good. Low kick, overhand chop, big elbows. Clubbing shot to the back. Yeah, Chuck hates Sir. He ain't wrong. Oh my God, a third time. Oh, and the twisted Shrades. And he kicks out again. Oh my God. And Shrades is giving Sir the best he's got, and Sir keeps kicking out. Incredible. Sir down to ringside. Shrades looking for some high-flying offense. Gonna call Sir up to his feet. Big dive down to the ring floor here. Cross-body hits. We're always the weak link. We're gonna find out, Mac. I think it's a compelling storyline. Who cost who the tag titles? I think it's very compelling. And it's something we might just visit in the future. Oh, and I fear this could be it. Big moves to the outside, back in the ring too, and he kicks out again. So much heart from Sir. And there's a reason why this man is underrated. There's a reason why this man is the reigning tag team champion. There's a reason why he pinned a former heavyweight champion last week in a 4th twist to Shrades. God damn. He took a fucking beating there. Holy shit. I got no better take than that. Bro, I don't know if Shrades' offense is ass or if he just, goddamn, Sir's got heart. Well, with that, we will have it. It's gonna be the Brotherhood versus Shrades and Civ, likely at the Rumble. There's a small chance we push that to we do next week instead. We'll see how the card shakes out. But absolutely, tag team title shot lined up. We'll see how things shake out when that match comes together, but I do think that when it comes to Sir and Big Time, they undoubtedly are stronger as a pair. When remotely near each other, there's a connection. And I do believe that together, either at ringside or in a tag match, these two are gonna be tough to beat. Do you see how much punishment Sir just took in the name of the Brotherhood? Incredible. Incredible. I think he took like 6 finishers. Absolutely impressive. But I'd also say Sir had like 4 rope breaks and Chuck just wasn't having it. That's fair. That's fair. What's going to be even more fair is at the Rumble, tag team rules. Again, or maybe next week. I don't know what next week's card looks like yet. You know me, I like to have a couple title matches. Yeah, you'll get your revenge. Absolutely, positively. And by the way, Big Time, there's no way we end TSW without you giving Chuck a BTC at some point. Absolutely. Undoubtedly. Undoubtedly. And what a great win by Shrades. Again, former 2-time champion, often slept on. Is this his chance to restart things in a big way here in 2026? And for Civ, first chance at gold. He's taking some of the best to their limits. We'll see what happens with the Brotherhood. Will they retain? Will they go in towards Mania as tag champions? We're going to find out. But what else we're going to find out is a similar title situation. We talked the tags. Now we talk the trios titles. Ladies, and gentlemen. Oh, I paid that out wrong. I paid that out wrong. No. Kill the show. The show's over. The show's over. We're turning around. We're going home. We're going home. We're going home. I hit the wrong button. We're going home. We gotta end the stream. Kill it. Kill the whole VOD. Nope. Delete it. Delete it all. I'm sorry. At least it was only 6K. Who got fucked? I gather LBJ got fucked. It won't show me everyone who got fucked. That's fine. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was screwed, damn it! LB, I'm so sorry, sir. I'm so sorry. Hope you don't get screwed at the Rumble as well. Betting all next match, LB. Money glitch. Infinite money glitch. I wish you could reverse the reversal on those. I get why you can't. Anyways, at least it was only like 6K. If that was like a 50K, I'd feel pretty shitty right now. We're gonna have to just accept it. I'm sorry. Just let me know if it's the opposite. I see a pattern developing. Yeah, get fucked, LB. She didn't screw LBJ. LBJ screwed LBJ. I was supposed to win. I understand, sir. Arguably, maybe. Arguably, possibly. All right, let's get to our next matchup, though. Of course, we were talking the tag. Now we talk the trios. We know Clap and Vibe aren't here this week, so it's the DTs versus Wall Street. No backup at ringside. This is mono-y-mono, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back. Yeah, 5.8 was a drop in the ocean, says LB. Yeah, absolutely nothing. If there's anyone I could steal points from by accident, LB, you're probably the one to do it. DT back in action for the first time after a couple weeks out from injury. Welcome back, Archangels.
On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 410 pounds, the World Tag Team Champions, DT and DT, The Ascension. And their opponents, at a combined weight of 488 pounds, the King and Craig the Bang.
Yeah, exactly. LBJ got fined for an undisclosed amount. Yeah, it wasn't great. Things happened. We had to take action. And here we go. The enforcer of Wall Street, Craigie, as well as their newest member in Khan. And here we go. Let's get it on. Come on, the Thursday Night Messiah shirts representing one Johnny Claps. And here we go. DT 1 and 2 versus Craigie and Khan. A preview of the trios match at the Rumble, as it will be DT 1 and 2 and Johnny Clap, the Messiah himself, versus Vibe, Craigie, and Khan in that trios matchup. Vital. Honestly, LeBron's super vital. Anytime that they needed a manager, a bit of muscle, a save, he's been there. He's been there. Of course, AJ Kara not here this week. Kara expected to take Huggies one-on-one next week as a preview of their mixed tag team title match. Nice combo here by DT. Bang! Double leg takedown, big shots to the skull here. And here we go. DT tags to DT. DT1 wearing the gold, DT2 wearing the black. Springboard, nice kick. Oh, they're at ringside? Never mind. I like that. They're literally right there, Jay. I was in the bathroom when the entrances happened. I forgot that they had managerial assistants. So they got backup. They got backup, motherfuckers. Oh my God, oh, what the? sir. That's DQ. Chuck? What is happening? And AJ's been ejected. Car's fighting DT at ringside. This is... Usually Wall Street pays off the ref, but I think the checks bounced. I think the checks bounced. What the hell was that? So you're gonna eject AJ, but allow them to punch DT? I don't know what we've just witnessed. This is chaos. It all started with JG paying out the wrong point bets, and now I'm flustered. Yeah, it'll be 5.8 for you is like nothing, bro. Where's Johnny? Oh yeah, put him in the hospital. Meow. Over the head, dude, 100%, Brando, 100%. Blessed be DT1 in the clap daddy, DT2 in the goddamn house of DT baby. Yeah, short trip. Flew you into Philly, just get ejected immediately. Did that eject Kara as well, by the way? Wasting time. So now we got a standard tag, but that was chaos. I wasn't prepared for that. I didn't settle in properly. I apologize. Yeah, I had to move some funds around. The way the checkings and savings were. You know, it's gonna take like three business days, and like it's a weekend. So like, you know, you got Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Those won't count. It's gonna be maybe Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. You know, it's tough. Yeah, the economy, bro. It's tough right now. DT2, nice move out the corner. Bouncing Enzigiri, cover on Froggy. 1, 2, big breakup. Ooh, European uppercut, vintage offensive Croggy. Of course, Craigie, formerly hardcore champion. One of the first to do so. Yeah, maybe need to do a financial advisor. Oh, double leg takedown with authority. And we talk about how crucial Croggy is to this group, the power he encompasses truly. And he's not a super heavyweight. I believe he's in the light heavyweight division, but he shows so much force, so much power. Big pump handle, power slam there too. Broken up though by DT1. So Kara's still at ringside. AJ the only one ejected there. Yeah, they had to cash in their boo-boos. So they had actually put a lot of their money into TY Beanie Babies, and turns out that they didn't age the way they should have. So they're struggling at the moment, it appears. Yeah, Kara's time out still ringside despite the very clear ejection. Yeah, trade some Bitcoin for NFTs, and now XRP. It was just this whole thing is a series of events. Really a series of unfortunate events, much like Lemony Snicket and Count Olaf. It's a whole series of things. Oh, and here we go, the vintage double team offense by the DTs, and it is about as clean and crisp as it gets when those two get rolling. Oh, it looks like... Oh, little Anaconda Vice style submission. But no, Khan able to break free. Khan, of course, controversially a two-time cruiserweight champion, began as a super heavyweight, moved down to cruiserweight, now in the heavyweight division. Yeah, dude, you gotta be creative with your funds and your tax breaks if you're gonna get out of the IRS's back pocket. Crucial. Up on the shoulders, Khan. Big fist flying. Yeah, what's Tom Selleck doing out there? Oh, what was that? Both men kind of melded together like Gumby. Go off the ring post. Hip up though by Khan. Count of 5. Shoulder breaker. Count of 7. Count of 8. He clearly left the ring. He clearly just left the ring to break the count. Did he not just leave the ring? That should have broken. Why did that not break the count? If you're the DTs, though, that's momentum. You know, Johnny took the loss last week. Vibe momentum on his side. Now, Craigie and Khan take a strange count out. Maybe the weirdest 10 minutes, 8 minutes of TSW you'll ever see. I didn't know who was at ringside. They started fighting. There should have been like 3 different DQs. Who paid off Chuck? And I feel like I'm missing a piece of the puzzle here, right? Johnny and Vibe aren't here tonight. I don't know if they got something to do with this. Wall Street seemingly screwed over a little. I don't know. We're gonna have to really pick this apart and see what really happened here tonight. LB, there might be a pattern. Or at least we're gonna have to make it a pattern, because some things are unforgivable, and that's one of them. But the DTs with a big win 2 weeks before that huge trios match at the Rumble, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and Craigie and Khan! Oh, and they're getting their heat back! And Wall Street getting their heat back. Sneak attack on the DTs. They're pissed with how this match went. Absolutely pissed. Royally pissed. And how about that? Wall Street able to get a little bit of their heat back. Glad we had that in our back pocket. Fuck, we needed it. The amount of things we have that we never used, and then the things we have that I use, and I'm like, thank God I had that ready to go. By the way, Nug Illuminati 3 stream streaking the goddamn house operation, Nug baby. Yeah, I don't really understand how that's a count out, to be honest. We're gonna buy the IRS. You tried. Vibe, give it a few weeks and you might be able to pull that off. If he's your only hurdle, yeah, the clock's ticking. Tick, 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 tick. You just shit himself. Always bragged against you, Con, low-key, a little bit. Chuck is supposed to Wall Street, might have to make a visit. Yeah, I think Wall Street and Chuck are gonna have to have a conversation. There's been a little bit of controversy here tonight that I don't think either one of those groups are too happy about. And you know, I think even the DTs are questioning things here. I'm gonna throw it out there. Does Johnny? Remember, Johnny was connected at one point. Does he have a string to pull? Probably not. Let's be honest. Probably not. Probably not. I think the only communication he's got is 2 tin cans with a string between them. So probably, yeah, never mind. Probably not that. But guys, it's time for some women's action. A preview, in some ways, of that women's title match at the Rumble. We got Miss Houdat versus Nuggie. If Miss Houdat wins, much like Server Trades, we have a women's tag title match next week. Let's get it.
Making her way to the ring, representing the Order from New Orleans, Louisiana, the X Factor.
And Miss Houdat, sneakily one of the most decorated wrestlers in TSW. The first wrestler, men or women, to hold 2 belts at once, of course, was the women's heavyweight and the women's tag champions at the same time. She is a multiple-time women's heavyweight champion. Truly, truly one of the best. But singles action with Nuggie. Nuggie has never lost a singles match here in TSW. If she falls, we got a tag match next week. If not, Nuggie, you are rocking and rolling as we get closer to 603 Mania, and you gotta wonder, what's next for that pairing? We're gonna find out. Of course, I believe we were close to 7 months as tag champions. It's a nasty record that I don't know what to do with. Here we go. Can we set up a backstage assault on Chuck? Yes, absolutely. Can we get like a 10-on-1?
One half of the women's tag team champions, the Mantis.
And Nuggie, of course, the reason that one Emma, record-breaking champion, is on the shelf right now and is watching this thing from the locker room at home, maybe with a big old tray of lasagna. Not sure. But Nuggie losing just once. And that was, of course, the Elimination Chamber. Nuggie in my opinion, the women's wrestler, the women's rookie of the year, which I do believe will be its own category. But let's see what she can do one-on-one against, again, a highly decorated Mrs. Hoodat. Let's roll out. Big drop kick out the gate. Good counter. Oh, a roll up into a bridge. Okay, Miss Hoodat. And this is what we talk about. Miss Hoodat, extremely talented in the square circle, a veteran of the game, of course, previously coming up from B-Cot Wrestling, has been in this game for years and years and years. Nuggie a little bit fresher. Could that be a factor here? We're going to find out. Momentum meets experience here tonight. Mech, you said it. I love the alternate attire too, because I had never seen it till the chamber. Let's just do what WWE did against Slater. Let's all up on Chuck. If I can book that, I will definitely book that. Definitely. For like the awards show, this the two sweeties. And then I can have like John Cone or like Jessica Carr rep for a couple weeks or some shit. Never mind. Never mind. I just had it. I'm glad I didn't take that one step further. Brad Maddox. Not the camera! Not the camera situation! Not that! Miss Hoodat middle rope. Of course, last week, Bama winning a qualifier will be facing Jen for the Women's Heavyweight Championship at the Royal Rumble. And this is a division where, you know, there are a couple major linchpin stars. And there are a bunch of wrestlers who are any given Sunday. There are a couple wrestlers who you're like, yep, you're probably not pulling it off. And it's an interesting dynamic in terms of who could be next, who could be the one to beat the one here in TSW. Of course, 63 Mania right around the corner. Unfortunately, we don't have 30 women to put on a full Rumble. So, the road to Mania is going to be interesting. We'll see what happens between Miss Hoodat and Jen at the Rumble. But in between the Rumble and Mania, the roadblock known as Elimination Chamber could certainly crown a women's contender. Nuggie, big spear, shoulder block style to ringside. They mentioned the chamber, of course, Nuggie, one loss came in that chamber, but a chamber where she eliminated Emma early on in that matchup, shocking the world. And Nuggie went deep into that matchup as well. Of course, her tag partner and dear friend Jen would come out on top. I mean, in some ways, a little bit big time. I mean, Emma, I think if Sir had that in the repertoire, then he wouldn't shut up about it, because I know I wouldn't. By the way, what are we talking about? Very vague. You gotta watch live on Twitch to know.
Stream on Twitch is JG603.
Appreciate you, Mick. And I'm sure Mick would love that he was just folded into that conversation. I bet he'd love that. Bet he'd be a big fan. Kendo stick thrown in, thrown back to ringside, looking for a Uranagi style slam there. Big back elbow countered by Nuggies. Nuggies, of course, one of the smaller competitors in the women's division, but she is as tough as they come. Pound for pound, one of the biggest badasses we've got in TSW, let alone the women's division. And how about that? Jen with a distraction. The turnbuckle removed. And you got to keep an eye on Jen at ringside. Of course, Jen, the other half of one Raw Dog. Jen, of course, currently champ, won a few to do that. Second ever woman to be champ. Nice elbow there for Nuggie. And Nuggie might just be cruising on the road to 603 Mania. No, kick out of 2. Of course, Bama, former women's champion, the first women to defeat Steph, aka Blue-Eyed Witch, for the Women's Heavyweight Championship. Would be the first to hold the tag team titles with 2 different partners, of course, being Miss Hoodat and Mrs. Stoney. Big shout out to Stonicus, big win earlier this evening in a Rumble qualifier. Roll through jackknife cover. I think her shoulders were up the entire time, Chuck. Her shoulders were 100% up. Why is there a BTC sign? Now, this crowd's confused. I'm confused. Jen with a great distraction on Miss Hoodat. Off the rope, rebound, big back elbow spin, shades of the Judas effect. Oh, double leg takedown, big hammer fist. And Miss Hoodat, a brawler with the best of them. Of course, you see the MMA style gloves on the hands. Will ground and pound, will beat you down. Nice counter, arm drag. I think Miss Huda was looking for that combo, the Northern Light suplex, the fisherman style neck breaker, which I still don't have a goddamn name for. Nuggy scoop slam with authority on Miss Huda. Bringing an early cover in this. 2, no. I'd say scoop slam, not typically enough to put away a competitor, but you never know in TSW. Any given Thursday, as we like to say. Oh, big elbow off the second rope to the back here, and Miss Huda could be in some serious trouble as Nuggy's starting to rock and roll in this thing. But the big factor in this match is Bama has been, oh, here we go, the double knees, moonsault in the knees again. The ribs, the kidneys crushing, internal bleeding a possibility. 2, no. The nug knees, that doesn't sound right. Sounds like it could maybe be misconstrued as something. Oh, the ball go around. And I do fear Roll Dats going back to the locker room. No! And the Molly go round, no good. Oh, face first goes Miss Huda. Of course, Tiger Jet was in a qualifier last week, unable to get the job done there. Yeah. Sorry, my brain went, is that next week's on paper that he's in? Like, no, that was last week, yeah. The one Rowdy won? Rowdy won that, right? No, I'm kidding, he definitely won that. Jay, do you have any clue what's happening? Not really. I'm just here for the ride. Off the rope rebound, Nuggy, big shotgun drop kick. And I tell you what, we might not see... Oh, and Bama! Bama, first time getting involved in this matchup. Distracting Nuggy, Miss Huda drags herself to the corner. Nuggy still distracted with Bama, though. And a second time with a Molly go round. And that's got to be it, damn it. 2. No! And much like server trades, but the other side of it will not give up. Oh, thrown into the ref, and you know, Molly tends to be a bit of a fan favorite in the Dog Pound faction, but will absolutely fight as dirty as the rest of the faction when a time and place arises. Nice monkey flip out the corner. Oh my God. Oh, big stomps. Big stomps by Nuggy. Nuggy going crazy. And Molly stays hot in pursuit. Bama between her and her target. Miss Huda on the outside. I swear to God, if we get a fucked up count out again. Sweet. Again, I don't mind countouts. They have their place, and sometimes they're really beneficial, but sometimes they're really fucking stupid. Like DT very clearly having stepped outside of the ring on the apron and breaking the count. Molly, top rope, gonna call Miss Huda up. Can Molly beat the former 2-time women's champion? Oh, and a high flying crossbody off the ropes, rebound, Molly, flying senton. And that could be it. Blood down the face of Miss Huda too, no! Nuggy with a big stomp. Kicks to the face of Miss Huda. A little bit disrespectful, a little bit of playing with your food, and you know, in the Dog Pound faction, we're always telling you in Warzone, no playing with your food. A rake in the back, rare dirty tactics here by Miss Huda. Typically fights on the up and up with the best of them. Overhand clubbing blow. Bit of an awkward sequence there. Not sure either of them got all of that one. Oh! Oh my God! And Jen just pulled Chuck out the ring! That could have been a 3! That could have been a 3 count! But Jen! Controversy! Controversy! That should be a DQ! That should be an ejection! I can't believe it. We'll see how this plays out, though. Might not matter. But if it does, oh, how it matters. And here we go. We got the guillotine headlock. Legs grapevine around the waist of Molly. Molly rolls through, bridges over, able to slide out of the submission attempt. A little dazed, confused, out on her feet. Big clothesline. Second time, bang. And Miss Hudat's in trouble. Out, and a nice step up side enziguri type kick. Yeah, pure power from those sides fives. Got the Reeboks with the light up sides and the straps and everything. Now Molly, top rope. Big splash, oh, and Miss Hudat gets out the way, clothesline. Top rope. We're gonna do some damage here, stay in control. Oh, and Swanton, no good. Side Russian leg sweep, float over. Oh, big mounted punches, big mounted punches. Could that be enough? Those are some nasty shots, maybe concussing the former women's champ, but no, kicked out by Miss Hudat. And Nuggy with some serious frustrations. Big drop kick. Molly stomped to the midsection, walking it out. East side walk it out. West side walk it out. Now walk it out. Drop kick back of the head. And ever since Jen got involved, Molly has been firmly in control of this matchup. Oh, big slap. Open hand to the face. Oh, and Miss Hudat is not in great shape here, too. Kicked out again, though. Double bounce, moonsault, nobody home. Miss Hudat gets out the way. Drop down low, Miss Hudat, nice arm drag. Molly slow to her feet. Oh, and here it goes, the Northern Lights. Bang. Neck breaker. Hooks the leg. Molly's under the, ooh, is she under the ropes here too? Oh, she kicks out. At 2 4/5, 3/4, 5, 6, 7/8. As close as it gets. Oh, Miss Hudat gonna drag Molly away. Molly able to break free. Big drop kick. Down goes the challenger, so to speak. Contendership opportunity for Miss Hudat. Oh, and the double knees again, the Mall knees. Oh, the Molly go round. 1, 2, 3, and Molly with the win. Though controversy. Jen pulls the ref out of the ring, breaking up what could very well have been the deciding 3 count, but Molly remains with just 1 loss on that record and will be undefeated in singles action. But we're gonna have to talk to management and maybe even the teams involved here and see how they feel, because I tell you what, I don't like any kind of controversy. And we just saw some firsthand. But I tell you what, Nuggy with a fantastic showing. That's all she wrote, but it was in 27 different texts. That could have just been 1. Pretty much. And looking for some damage control there was Miss Hudat. Bama will be taking on Jen at the Rumble. But the big question is, will we see anything with the tag titles in these next few weeks? Of course, we'll speak with the board of directors, management, as well as the referees association to decide what the final verdict is. But right now, Molly, 1 loss on her record, and it was an elimination chamber. You don't feel too bad about that, ladies and gentlemen. 2, 3. The Molly go round for the win. I don't have a tag victory animation for managers / non-title. It's funny because Boxie and Claude did this exact animation last week. Allegedly. Sweet. We had a lot of notes on today's show. I feel like I didn't have them for weeks. But here we go, big win. Jen versus Bama at the Rumble. We'll see what's next for the tag titles, though, in the upcoming weeks as they continue to literally dominate the entirety of the women's tag division. And by the entirety of the women's tag division, I mean all two of them. All two of those teams. Maybe even three teams. And here we go as we're getting up to the main events of our evening. And to me, this is my main event. My main event. Finally, fair and square. Me versus Kopak versus Casio. Getting my hands on him, but most importantly, my boy Z-Rock in the house. Let's get this job done. Now I know I got a little ring rust. I know that. I've been hot. I've been wrestling, so I'm thinking I'd start this contest. I'd start this bad boy off. I'll get the job done. You gotta believe in the leader of the circle, which sounds like a cult. It's not a cult. Allegedly. But if you'd like, I have some nice Kool-Aid here for you. But let's get it on. Come on, as it's Kopak and Casio versus JG and Z-Rock, baby. Let's get it. Ooh, let's get it. I still love this song, though.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. Introducing first, representing
I think the Kool-Aid hold inside it. It's part of the recipe. It's pre-made. You just gotta drink Kool-Aid. You'll be fine. "98 days as Trios champion. Unsuccessful in the inner circle. Do you blame JG? Yeah, probably. We'll be right back. And here he is, just one of few to hold that Universal title on multiple occasions. Talk about underrated. Casio, top of the list here.
Louisiana, weighing in at 225 pounds, the Dragon Universal Champion, Cashman.
By the way, we got the Con. That's what part, baby. Of course, Casio would first win this title. After a shocking turn of events, Vibe would turn me versus Casio into a triple threat. Vibe would then be rolled up by Casio, and the rest, I fear, is history. Me and Casio traded the title. Little controversial in my books, but, you know, I can't be one to spout off controversy. Let's see his double wrist cast. That's just mainly like a good taping. A good taping. Let's get it, Z.
Representing the Circle from Manchester, New Hampshire, weighing in at 191 pounds, the man of 1,000 holds, the living legend.
See? Is Zero back there? You haven't seen him today? Yeah, but we had this tag match. I know. Uh-oh. That's not good. No one's seen him? Wait. Ah, let's go! Man walking. On it now. Z-Rock is in the house. See, he's here. He just hides in the back. Because he rides in. You couldn't see him because he's in the parking lot still. Yeah, it's understandable. Let's get it. Come on. Let's get it, baby. My boy Z-Rock, of course, the longest reigning Universal Champion in the history of TSW. Former Hardcore Champion. A big 2025, big 2026, maybe right around the corner as well. Maybe we get you in the Rumble, baby. I don't know. I'm excited though. Let's shake off some of that ring rust. You've been out for a little bit, Z. Hear me out. JG starts the match. I'll tag you in when I'm ready. I mean, when you're ready. When you're ready, not me. When you. Yeah, I think it's the right call. That's the right call. Yeah, why walk when you can ride a bike? It saves energy. No. I said I start. No, you've been out. I know it's Casio. I have the title match. All right, fine. All right, you can start it. All right. Z-Rock versus Casio starting this thing off. I disagree, great. You know what? Nah, you get out. I got this. Dude, I got this, trust me. It makes sense. I've been out here, you haven't. I faced Casio at the Rumble. Oh! What are you? No! What are you? Where are you going? I thought... No, I'll start the match. I didn't... It's a misunderstanding. It's a simple misunderstanding. I think he thought I said that I didn't need him, or I would do a handicap. I think he misheard me. It's a hot crowd here in Philly. It's a hot crowd. It was a misunderstanding. Nope. Can someone get a little Z-Rock back there, please? It was a misunderstanding. He already took his bike? He's gone? Okay. We'll get a hold of him next week. It's fine. It's just a misunderstanding. So it's fine. Everything. I'm sure everything's gonna smooth over. It's fine. It's fine. I'm the one facing Casio. I should have the reps. We gotta work. We gotta, it's been a long road. Some misunderstandings. Next week, we'll do this again. We'll find a warm up. I got this. Z-Rock, I'll talk to management. You're in the Rumble. You're in the Rumble match. We're gonna talk to management. Z-Rock is officially. You hear that? Z-Rock is officially in the Rumble. He's in the Rumble. Yep. I'm not only doing that to make right on what no. Let's do it. We're good. Everything's fine. Misunderstandings are very common in friendships and families and wrestling. Everything's fine. We're just gonna brush it under the rug. Everything will work itself out. I got a bit of a handicap match though. I got Casio, I got Kopak. Of course, I'll be facing Casio at the Rumble in a submission match. I'm not too happy about that, but I'm sure Z-Rock will be by my side at the Rumble. I think a little frustration boiled over. Everything's fine. You come out riding a motorcycle, there are fumes, there's excitement, there's energy, been out for a couple weeks. It's a misunderstanding. Everything's fine. Vintage JG offense. Nice scoop slam on Casio. Casio, of course, a two-time Universal Champion. Hot tag into Kopak, and this is the matchup we all want to see. Kopak versus JG, of course. Kopak kind of unceremoniously dumped from the inner circle, missed a couple weeks, wondering what the deal was, came back like a bad habit, took JG out last week in a big matchup. And the big question is, what is next for Kopak here in TSW? You know, I got Kopak's number. I'm so confident that I'm meeting Kopak right now. If he wins, he can join the Rumble too, but he ain't gonna win. Rolling stunner, vintage JG, bang! The 603 stunner, baby, that's GG's. Night night. That's okay, I'll let him kick out. Dude, yeah, exactly, it was an I love you punch. Much like the NFL. It's understandable. It was a push. It wasn't even a punch. It was like a push. It was frustration. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Everything's fine. I'm giving him a shot in the Rumble. That should smooth things a little bit. Misunderstanding here. Misunderstanding. Armbar here, vintage Casio drumstick, but JG got caught in that before. We're not getting caught in that again. We did not tap out, and we will not tap out. Not tonight, not at the Rumble. We don't tap out. We adjust, maybe itch, scratch. Actually, I have an itchy shoulder right now. Oh, that feels good. I don't tap. I've never tapped ever once in TSW history. JG603, the man who has never tapped. The man of 1,001 holds. Nice missile drop pick there by Casio. Cover two. Big kick out. Looking to snap the leg off there at old JG. I tapped. I did no such thing. I did no such thing. The referee misunderstood. You saw Chuck earlier. He's senile. He's like falling asleep in meetings. It's bad. Who would ever? Oh, and a 360 clothesline, baby. You want it? Okay, no, more damage. We could have maybe gotten the pinfall. That's okay. We believe in ourselves, our offense. That's a counter. That's a tank. It only happened once. I mean, it never happened. I didn't tap out. GGT, bang! Casio's butts it open. The cover. Kopak breaks it up. I got this though, it's okay. You know, I think Z-Rock knew that I could do this on my own. Oh my god, the Soul Snatcher, I actually might be able to. No shot. Never mind, literally no shot. Oh god, no. Oh, okay. That's not great though. Oh god. Big kick to the face of JG. Axe handle smash. Down goes the inaugural heavyweight champion in TSW history. Big clothesline by JG. It was like Casio maybe looking for that gotch neutralizer. Big punches. Big punches. We got this. We got this, baby. No, we don't. Pull to his feet. Whip back to the, oh god. Hey, nice. Stay alive. Stay alive. JG with Casio. Oh, the world's strongest slam. Shades of one rowdy time. And JG may be looking to pull one off here. Can we pull off the handicap? Will we go to the Rumble on a winning streak and not on this horrible, no good, very bad losing streak we're currently on? Tagging to Kopak. That's fine. Kopak's what I want, Cash. I'll see you at the Rumble. Kopak, I'm all right meow. I want him right meow. Of course, much like the shirt says, Kopak looking to lay it, the smack it down on my candy ass. Oh, God, and a big knee. Of course, the classic Muay Thai style offense that Kopak trained in, of course, Cap, the DTs all trained in, using all 9 points of contacts, hands, elbows, knees, feet, the head. Oh, spinning back fist by Kopak, and JG's out. And tagging the man I faced at the Royal Rumble in sadly a submission match. But I'm the man of 1,000 taps, 1,000 holds. I'm the man of 1,000 holds. Damn it. Cash got JG in a grapple here. JG counters, hard Irish whip over the top, and if it's the Rumble, that's an elimination, baby. I'm calling it now. We're beating Casio at the Rumble, and we're joining the 30-man itself. I started the match last year. I ain't started it again this year, but I'll fucking be in that thing, goddamn. And I'm gonna main event WrestleMania, and I'm being the greatest superstar because they're all. I'm the best. I'm the greatest. They're all saying it. Sports Illustrated saying it. They're all saying it. Everyone's saying that JG is the greatest. Everybody. Suicide dive, vintage Casio. And not typically one to take flight, more of a technical mastermind in the ring, but when he needs to take flight, he will. Man of two, more like 2,000. What happened one time? It didn't happen twice, Emma. You said 2,000, you cut the zeros off twice, only happened once. I would never tap out. It didn't happen once, actually. Never mind, it didn't happen at all. Never happened. I don't believe you. You're projecting. JG setting up Casio, big crossbody, kip up, vintage JG. Here we go, a little rolling monkey flip. JG is busted open, a little blood trickling down the forehead. Here we go. Oh no, we're looking for the JGT. No, no, oh, I'm in the ropes. I'm in the ropes. Chuck, I'm in the ropes. Chuck, no, 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 I was in the ropes. That was a rope break. That was a rope break. No, that's a rope break. Chuck. Chuck! That's a rope break! I got 6 in the ropes! I didn't even drop! This wasn't fair! I probably could have used a tag partner. You tapped out! You tapped out! I did no such thing! It was the angle of the Chuck misunderstood. I was telling him that it's a rope break. It's a rope break. But he thought I was tapping. I was telling him it's a rope break. There's 2. That's not 2. It's a misunderstanding. And at the submission match at the Rumble, I'll be a 2-time champion, and I'm gonna make this misunderstanding understood. It's fine. We're good. We're good. But I will tell you, a hell of a win here by Casio and Kopak, despite a little bit of controversy. A win is a win nonetheless here in TSW. And Kopak sneakily on a multi-match winning streak as the Rumble approaches, as 603 Mania approaches. You gotta wonder who will get to smack it down, lay it on them next for Kopak and company. Oh, man. Oh, God, I hate that so much. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Well, you know what I'm looking forward to? Not only the Rumble and me winning that title back, but the titular Rumble match itself. A lot of legends set to be in that thing, but our big question is who will be on the rest of the card? Who will defend their titles? And if they do, who do they defend against? Oh, glass is breaking. Stone Cold! Stone Cold! My man Baked Tato in the goddamn house! And you came at a great time as we are ready for our main event of the evening. Get a shout from my man Baked Tato. Presume rocking some hot football actiones. But here we go. We are 2 weeks from the TSW Rumble, and we have the main event of our evening. We are in Philadelphia, Philly. And Phineas and Herb, BMI champion, the one behind the 52-1, the first man to defeat the 50-plus win streak of Yunk, will defend that BMI title. Who will answer the challenge? We are about to find out. We got Day Official coming through. We got Grape 8 coming through. Some absolute legends. Blitz season? Blitzen? I like a little bit of blitzing, baby. All right, let's see who's going to answer this challenge as Phineas and Herb will main event here in Philadelphia. Philadelphia? Maybe. Oh no. Oh no. Oh fuck. And the human X Factor. The true embodiment of Dargantix, literally, physically, and literally. And he's got the whole family. He's got Pat, he's got Night Owl, he's got Tony. Oh my. We have a main event for the ages, ladies and gentlemen, as Dargon looks to once again be BMI champion as 603 Mania right around the corner. And Finn is in an uphill battle out the gate here. 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes to predict. There it is. It's so stagnant. Look at the crowd, just. But I appreciate you, Big Tato, coming in hot. Hope everybody enjoyed his stream and enjoys my show here. This is TSW. We make wrestlers based on everybody in the community. We have all the legend. We ain't got Tato yet, but some guys you definitely know. The Up and Adams, the Fendlers of the world have all wrestled and held gold in TSW. Actually, Adam has never held gold. I'm sorry, Adam. But Fen, former Trios champion, alongside Rox and Fritzy. And the champ is here. Get those bets in. 4 minutes, 4 minutes, 4 minutes to predict. And you gotta respect this as Finn once again enters alone. Of course, himself, Landmark, the founding fathers, often joined by Blue, you're my boy, Blue, at ringside, but Finn has been very clear he wants to do this the right way. He doesn't want interference. He doesn't want managers backing him up. He wants to prove that he is the best of the best in this ring, on the mic, backstage, doesn't matter where, best of the best. Longest reign in tag team history, the one behind the now 55-1, I do believe, 55-2. Actually 56-2 after earlier. I got to keep track of these numbers better. But a big opportunity for both men. And you got to wonder, was 603 Mania right around the corner? Right around the corner. Will Dargon enter as BMI champion? We're about to find out. And I agree with that, Finn. A little help might have come in handy today. When it comes down
Introducing the
to the Dargantix family, yeah, backup would be appreciated.
Weighing in at 315 pounds, the Dragon.
And a surprisingly warm reception here tonight.
From Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at
Philly.
280 pounds, the Super Heavyweight Champion, the Goliath General.
Did he now? I like that. And a big opportunity for both men. Of course, Finn, arguably one of the best years in TSW outside of Yunk, but he beat Yunk, so I don't know. I don't know what to do with this. Let's get it on. Come on, it's Finn versus Dargantix. Let's get it on. Come on. Dargon, big fist flying early. And you can see at ringside, we got Tony, former mixed tag champion, Night Owl, former trio, and of course Pat, former trio as well, but Pat, surprising to see at ringside. There was some controversy. Pat, of course, was really the reason they lost the trios championships in that Iron Man match. Night Owl was rather vocal about not being happy with the way Pat went down in that matchup, but Pat back with the family tonight. And you gotta remember, families always forgiving. When you mess up once, the second time is where we maybe extradite you to a foreign country. Dargon, big side mounts, big fist flying on Phineas and Herb. And a fist drop. And Dargon, we talk about decorated. And look at Dargon. Two-time BMI, hardcore champion, trios champion, universal champion. Truly has done it all. And he is just one title away from getting that Triple Crown. Well, now I'm curious. It's not me, is it me? Song ladies, brother. Everybody looks like Barney from Wish.com. Browse Kid Wilson, baby. Ooh. I'm pretty deadly. My biggest regret in TSW is, oh my God. And Tony just got ejected. And Chuck. And was ejected. Has Chuck grown a spine? Has Chuck grown a backbone? Is Pat too? Did he just eject the whole Dargantics family? Is this one-on-one? Anyways, my biggest regret in TSW was burning the Pretty Deadly theme on a faction that I knew was not going to last long. That's a really good theme. Dude, Pat couldn't even interfere correctly. Damn, talk to text. I don't know what Tony and I don't know what just happened to cause the ejection. Wait, Pat's still down here. Pat's still down here. And Pat's grabbing a fucking kendo stick. Pat, what are you doing? This show has been crazy. There have been 3 or 4 matches today that I just literally just threw my hands up and said, I don't know what's happening. I don't know if that's good or bad. Part of me thinks good. Is that accurate? It is. Sidewalk slam countered, big knee to the face there, and Finn does appear to be maybe a little bit bloodied, the nose maybe cracked open there by Dargan. Oh, tilt-a-whirl slam. That's crazy comms. Is Landmark planting the seeds via Twitch chat? Bro, sign me up. What am I talking about? Well, you have to watch live on Twitch to see it.
Stream on Twitch is JG603.
Goddamn right. He says always. I can't do it. Yeet, yeet. No, the yeet punch. I swear to God, if that's how it goes down, I'm gonna end the stream. Say, dude, if you're gonna do it, but we're not doing. And then doing it. Thanks, Mick. Oh, and here we go, packing it with Finn. And how ironic is it that of all people, Pat is left at ringside? No offense to Pat, but a little bit of offense to Pat. Never mind. Pat's ejected. Oh my God, and Dargan with a pin. Distracting the ref, and Finn kicks out. And the Dargantics family is falling apart like Thanksgiving over politics. And now Chuck tying up the turnbuckle. A little bow. Chuck has been on one tonight. I don't know what got into Chuck, bro. Chuck's feeling himself. I think he got a raise or something. He got paid, bro. He's feeling it. Oh, looking for that screwdriver, but no, countered by Dargan. So there's no one left at ringside now. That Pat's out. Night Owl's out. Tony's out. Yeah, Tony's already on the road to Pittsburgh. We're not even supposed to be in Pittsburgh next week, but he's in Philly, and he said this is close enough to home. I'm out of here. Damn it, Tony. Of course, next week, Kara will face Huggies one-on-one, and a bit of a preview of the mixed tag rematch between AJ and Kara, Wall Street versus the Dargantics family. And Tony and Huggies. Nice Hurricane Run into the mounted punches. Great maneuvering, great offense here by Finn. Oh, big spear to ringside. If there is one. What do you mean about Pittsburgh? No, we just probably won't be in Pittsburgh next week. We got to get to the West Coast for the Rumble, baby. So you'll probably notice as I book shows, I tend to favor the East Coast, and I can't do that. so we're in Philly right now. We're jetting across the US for pay-per-view. We got a West Coast tour coming up. Rumors of a possible another European tour coming in the next few months. I can't confirm nor deny. In vintage Dargon offense, collegiate style takedown, big slams on Finn and Finn. A little bit taken aback right now. I think a bit of the chaos of this match is maybe getting to him, but never mind. No, it ain't. Big shoulder tackle, lateral press, hook the outside leg. One, kick out at one though. Dargon showing why he's one of the best and most decorated superstars in TSW history. Gator rolls here, destroying the equilibrium, confusing the living shit out of the Dargon. Up is down, down is up, down, down, left, right, BA, start. No, you don't. Take us to that made-up mountain time fairy tale land. MSC isn't real. Yeah, probably. Probably not. If I had to be real, I think we're probably doing Cali for the Rumble and then, I don't know, like a Chicago in between. Do we have any Chicago wrestlers? I don't think we do. We have Dev, but I mean, it's like one of those. Like a handful of wrestlers where it's like, well, I have you, but... Spear, 2, kicked out! Yeah, hopefully we'll fly across country. We'd only take 3 points. Looking at you, Chargers. Yeah, Milwaukee returned Dargon. That probably actually makes sense. A Mountain Time Truther. Dargon taunting in the corner. Dargon Finn's right in front of you. But you also think the earth is flat. That's hell. Finn head of steam. Big kick. Possible LB. We've done a few sacks, so we might just do like good old Hollywood. Oh, I think Finn was looking. He's only used it once. He might have been thinking maybe Muscle Buster, the way he put away Young for that title. He has only used that once in his career. Does that come to you? Uncle Drew? I mean, to be fair, I think Kyrie's a bit of a traitor, so for that reason, am I Kyrie? I think I'm Kyrie. Am I Kyrie Irving? Back to the match. Main event, Thursday Throwdown. And I'll tell you what, Finn looking phenomenal with Dargon here. Dargon looking phenomenal with Finn. I think both these guys very evenly match, and this is a match that I think you're going to see again later on this year. If I had to be guessing, maybe in 2 weeks when they rematch for the BMI title. Do you believe the Earth's flat? No, it's definitely not. But the moon landing? We can talk about that one. So was he to the hospital? I think he has a concussion after that last match. Maybe a little bit of concussion. Am I dazed and confused? All right. I guess I am. Splendid. I'll be fully jet lagged. San Fran's not a bad shout. We might have been. It just certainly wasn't in the fucking 60s. Like the shadows alone is just like. There's no shadows. Am I mistaken? Oh, look at this scoop slam, but no giving out. Yeah, elevated liver enzymes, that's what they say. Yeah, the arm hurts. The pain from the tap. I mean, I didn't tap. I was simply banging the canvas to inform the referee of the rope break. And here we go, screwdriver, and Finn it to win it. Oh, he's kind of in the ropes, though. Does Dargon have the wherewithal? 2, bang. Depending on where they were, I guess, technically on the moon, the sun likely wouldn't be casting a shadow, and you're in the vacuum of space. There also wouldn't be wind. the flag would not be waving in the wind. Am I mistaken? Again, I've never been to space personally, and I'm not a scientist, but I guess so. The shadows would be depending on the angle. The wind, you can't get me on. There's no wind in space. Why is the flag moving? I'm not saying we haven't been there. I'm just saying that I don't think we went there in the 60s. That's it. How do you have video? The video didn't get destroyed and on re-entry? I don't know. Hold on. YouTube, thanks. Maybe I am Kyrie. Am I Kyrie? Finn, big clothesline, and Dargan's in trouble. Dargan, no Dargantic's family at ringside, but a phenomenal showing. And Finn again showing so much for it. Slingshot, speared up his home. Drop down low. Leapfrog. Oh, baby! Whoa! Monster kick out. And Dargan, one of a few that really made this BMI title a big name. And here we go. Spear by Finn. Gore, gore, gore. And the screwdriver, night, Dargantics. Philly, dilly, 2, 3. What a match, what a showing. Got a little bit derailed at the end there. Whoops. Shit finish, restart. And how about that match? Finn battling against a literal family here. Pat, Tony, Night Owl, all with attacks, distractions. Dargan yeeting all over his face. It was a long night here. But Finn it to win it, and again retains. And Finn, we are 2 weeks from the Rumble, sir. And without a firm contender ahead of you, we can open challenge this till the cows come home. But I think Finn enters the Rumble. I think he does it. I think Finn's getting in that bad boy. Depending what happens next week, I think Finn might just be the one in a field of 30. Of course, the one behind the 52-1. Could he be one in a field of 30? We're gonna find out in just a few weeks. Yeah, Chuck, blind fuck. Have to agree, foot was under the rope. Yeah, he does not count rope breaks, incidental rope breaks, I should say, typically. Yeah, looks like Landmark bet on the wrong horse. It hurts worse than my body after that match. That's a tough one. That's a betrayal. That's a true betrayal, sir. All right, Finn, not Dargan, Finn. I paid out the right person this time.
Champion, the Goliath General.
And a hell of a showing by Phineas and Herb here in Philadelphia. And the fighting champ continues to dominate. Joker last week, Dargan this week. 2 former BMI champions line up. He knocks them back in Phineas and Herb. Will close out this show on his way to the Royal Rumble, ladies and gentlemen. Love it. Wait, oh my God. And Night Owl and Pat. And we missed Finn getting laid out there, but Night Owl and Pat come back out to back up Dargan. And Landmark will save the day for Phineas and Herb. And the Dargantics family be damned, as Landmark, who is also confirmed for the Rumble, will make his presence known once again. Dargan, that is incredibly ironic. Obviously, I couldn't have told that man to bet against him, so it's funny that that actually did happen. But what a show, what chaos as always, as this Rumble field gets girthier by the minute. We can confirm Dargantic's family will have some Rumble qualifier action next week. We'll see who ends up in there and who ends up in the titular match. We're also going to see a couple singles match between some that are facing off at the Rumble, some tag match as well. Whereas JG, I got to figure out what's up with me and my boy ZZ Top. ZZ Top. We'll figure that out. We got this. We can figure this out here. Come on, this is my man. But what an ending of that show. A great matchup. And once the Dargantic's family tried to get the upper hand, ejected, come back again, and landmark of all people, of course, the Founding Fathers brethren, able to save the day there for Finkster. Now the big question is, will we see an open challenge next week or at the Rumble? Is Finn just, we ready for Rumble season? I think Finn's in that thing. I think he's in that thing. It's a loaded Rumble. I told you to be the most loaded Rumble we've ever seen. I also have to change the overlay here because this is a very old intro. Ignore that. What you can't ignore is the star power coming together here in TSW, whether it be the triple threat at the Rumble, multi-man galore. I do know we might just be in for the biggest Rumble in TSW history. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, notify, ding, all that good stuff. And I'll catch you next time. Y'all the best. Y'all been too sweet. Appreciate you. Bye.